Chapter 22 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex has officially ended, and out of all the exciting things that took place in this chapter, people are not paying attention to a plot line that's being set up to be introduced later on. The line deals with why Jura didn't kill Sarada and why Sasuke is coming soon. Scratching your head and wondering where I got this idea from, you have to pay attention to the question that Jura asked Boruto when he had him hemmed up with the trees. Jura asked a very important question: what is love? And from his understanding, he believes love is a fatal flaw for all humans. Question is very important and it's way deeper than what you think. Before I start going down one of my theory rabbit holes, if you've been enjoying the content on this channel, please go ahead and leave a like on this video. And if you're feeling generous, you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You know it's theory time and I'm about to talk a bunch of nonsense, but just let me cook. See, Jura's view on how love is a fatal flaw to humans very deep, because every situation, every battle, every problem within the Naruto franchise started from the concept of love. The franchise is all about love and true bonds, and true power comes from internal love and true bonds. When Kaguya came to the planet, her fatal flaw in falling in love with a human led her to consume the chakra fruit. From consuming the chakra fruit, she gave birth to her two children. Her two children wanted to see a world filled with love, but due to their mother's actions, they turned against Kaguya. She was sealed. Then the Senju versus Uchiha reincarnation cycle started due to the fact of love. The cycle continued to create more problems within the shinobi world until Naruto changed everything. Uchiha clan's fatal flaw to their character was they felt love so deeply that when they lose the person they love, they go into madness. We entered the Boruto side of the Naruto franchise. We love being displayed in its most extreme way through the different characters of the series. Sasuke didn't want to tell Sarada about his mission because he wanted to protect her childhood and make sure she's happy, because he didn't want to have to explain why he's on an atonement mission and all the things he did in his past. This led to Sarada feeling unloved, which ultimately caused her more harm than good, having her question if Sasuke and Sakura were even her parents. Mitsuki is a clone of Orochimaru. Orochimaru programmed Mitsuki to follow Boruto as his son. That's why Mitsuki was obsessed with Boruto for the beginning of the Boruto series. Waki, being a broken and traumatized child, fell in love with Naruto, the first person to give him hope in such a long time. Filling that hole in his heart, he became overly obsessed with Naruto. Naruto sealed in one of his dimensions while he tries to kill his only son. So obsessed with the Otsutsuki clan that now he's on a mission to kill every single person to avenge Ishiki and eat the chakra fruit and become a god. Ida was introduced as a character that just wants normal love because she has an ability that makes every single person fall in love with her. Boruto's side of the Naruto franchise has been harping on the issues with love and how it's a fatal flaw to the human character. This is important to Jura. Love is playing a very unique role to his character, making him probably one of the best antagonists we've gotten in the Boruto series. Love is directly affecting two of the God Tree clones within his group. This love is creating more tension between another God Tree clone within the group, which is eventually going to lead to that God Tree clone betraying Jura. These two characters is Matsuri and Hidari. Let's start with Matsuri because she's very important. The most recent arc, the Rescue Garu arc, was probably one of the best written arcs that we've ever gotten in the Boruto franchise, even though I know a lot of people will say they did not like the arc, but they weren't paying attention to the writing of this arc. It took us back to the roots of the Naruto series, showing us how love can affect and hold back certain characters, and when you finally embrace your feelings of love, you can unleash your true power, aka what Sarada did against Ryu. But more importantly, it showed us how love can affect the Senju. See, Boruto was wrong when he made the comments, he'd be right about love being the flaw and a weakness of us humans, but, and this is my opinion, that's precisely why you will never be more than just trees. Matsuri, being the God Tree clone of Moegi, the girl that loves Konohamaru, she was infused with the memories of Moegi that were infiltrating her character, her personality as a Senju. That's why Matsuri's personality completely changed when she was around Konohamaru the whole arc, because she was feeling the love that Moegi felt. This was confusing her as a person. So in that split moment when Konohamaru held her hand and she felt the love that Moegi would have felt if Konohamaru was holding Moegi's hand, Konohamaru had the moment and chance to sneak attacker with 2 double Rasengans. His feeling of love in that moment was so powerful that even Jura was moved to tears. He felt the emotions for Matsuri, but it also revealed to us, the audience, that Jura can feel all the emotions of his God Tree clones. Since Jura is also a newborn baby, he doesn't truly understand the feelings of the other God Tree clones, but he knows love is continuously popping up in the heads of Matsuri and Hidari. To my second claim that the tensions between Hidari and Jura will continue to arise. See, there was a reason why when Jura came to the battlefield, he didn't kill Sarada right away. Sarada has an ability that can no-diff any one of the God Tree clones, but he looked at her momentarily and flew off, and right after flying off and engaging with Boruto, he asks Boruto what is love, because he's feeling the strong connections of love that Hidari has for Sarada, aka what Sasuke has for his daughter, and he knows Hidari is confused. I've been paying attention since the introduction of Hidari and Jura, seeing Jura giving Hidari a side eye, a very devious side eye if you've been paying attention. This has been happening since chapter 4 all the way to the most current chapter. It's like Jura doesn't trust Hidari, and that's because he's feeling all the confusion that Hidari feels and all the emotions and love that he feels towards Sarada. Every decision Sasuke made after Omnipotence went off was based on his daughter and her awakening her Mangekyo Sharingan. Jura knows once Hidari comes in contact with Sarada for the second time that there's a possibility that Hidari will betray him for Sarada. This is why he didn't kill Sarada, because he still wants to play around with this idea. He knows Hidari's going to betray him, but he also wants to see what Hidari would do if Hidari has the same fatal flaw as humans. It's all one big test to Jura. One of his strongest God Tree clones falling for the concept of love, allowing herself to be almost destroyed by Konohamaru, Jura knows that it's a possibility that Hidari will do the same to him. Depending on how this battle ends, Jura is going to attempt to do something to Sarada, and at that very moment, Hidari is going to enter the battlefield to protect his daughter, because he is confused about everything when it comes to his existence and why he wants to target Sarada. Because once he accepts that fatherly love that's stored deep inside his conscience, he's going to have to accept that he has to protect Sarada. And there's no way he can protect Sarada and be on Jura's side at the same time, which will lead to the betrayal. This will allow Jura to further understand another concept of love. Love is not always about sunflowers and daisy and roses. You can actually be hurt in the process as well. Grief, betrayal, heartbreak. This betrayal will help Jura as a character grow, but it will also complement the writing that's been established during the whole Rescue Gaara arc. Popular opinion: the Rescue Gaara arc is probably the best written arc we've gotten from the Boruto franchise. Jura is going to end up a generational villain. But that's it for the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'm out.